Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your patience. We were awaiting quorum to get started today. I'm Vanita Jajwar-Beatty, and I will be chairing today's meeting of TCHC's Board Governance, Communications, and Human Resources Committee. Welcome to the public session of today's hybrid committee meeting, which is taking place in person at City Hall and virtually via WebEx. Today's GCRC meeting is the final board or committee meeting at which we will be joined by TCHC's Acting Vice President of Strategic Planning and Communications, Ada Wong. Ada has been a key contributor to the work that the board has been undertaking to develop its 2025 to 2029 strategic plan. I believe for the board employees who are present, in expressing my appreciation for the support that Ada has provided through this process and best wishes for the new adventure that she's beginning professionally. Thank you, Ada, for your hard work and dedication to TCHC over your time here with the corporation. Let me begin with an acknowledgement that the land each of us is on as we hold this virtual meeting is the traditional credit of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. We also acknowledge all treaty people, including those who came here as settlers, migrants, either in this generation or in the past, and those of us who came here involuntarily, particularly those brought to these lands as a result of the transatlantic slave trade and slavery. We pay tribute to those ancestors of African origin and descent. During today's public session, there will be 2 reports brought forward for the GCRC committee's approval and 1 report brought forward for GCHRC's information. Before we proceed any further, I'd like to ask if there are any items on the public agenda that directors wish to hold. Seeing none, did we lose Brian?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Brian. Seeing and hearing none, I'd like to ask for a motion to adopt the recommendations in the reports of the public meeting agenda, except for items which are held, which are none. May I have a motion? Marcel, Ziva, Brian. Marcel, thank you. Ziva, seconder. All in favor, please. Wonderful. Would members of the Government's Communications and HRC Committee please indicate any agenda item in which they have a conflict of interest together with the nature of the conflict? Any conflicts for committee? Seeing and hearing none. I'd like a motion. I don't believe we need a... No. Okay, proceeding onward, no motion required, no conflicts declared. We will move on to confirmation of our meeting minutes, item number 4. Seeing as how this item was not held.
So none of the items on the agenda have been held. We've got a motion that has both approved the agenda and approved all the items on the agenda.
So technically we are...
So technically we can conclude the meeting and ask for a motion to adjourn.
Perfect. So seeing no further comment, and thank you, Dara, for the clarification. May I have a motion to adjourn the public session? Marcel, seconder.
I can second.
Ziva, and oh, Uba's also on the line. Thank you, Uba. All in favor?
Yep.
Thank you. We will now adjourn the public session. Thank you all for attending today's meeting and move to the in-camera session and agenda.